Once upon a time in a quaint little village nestled between rolling hills and a dense forest, lived a curious and mischievous little girl named Masha. She had a head full of golden curls and bright, sparkling eyes that were always filled with wonder. Masha's best friend in the whole wide world was a friendly bear who lived in the forest nearby. The bear was enormous and fearsome looking, but he had a heart as big as his size. He and Masha were inseparable and spent their days exploring the woods, picking berries, and having grand adventures. One sunny morning, Masha and the bear were strolling through the forest, collecting berries in their baskets. They were having a splendid time, laughing and sharing stories when suddenly, Masha spotted something shiny beneath a bush. She rushed over and discovered a beautiful, glittering golden crown. It was unlike anything she had ever seen before, and she couldn't resist the temptation to put it on her head. "Look, bear! I found a golden crown. I'm a princess now!" Masha exclaimed, twirling around with joy. The bear looked worried. "Masha, that crown doesn't belong to us. It must be someone else's. We should take it to the village elder and find out if anyone has lost it." But Masha was too enchanted by the crown to listen. She ignored the bear's advice and continued to prance around the forest wearing the golden crown. As the day went on, news of the missing crown spread throughout the village. The villagers searched high and low but couldn't find it. When they heard that Masha had found a golden crown, they came to her house, hoping it was the missing one. Masha welcomed the villagers with a big smile and proudly showed them the crown on her head. The villagers were overjoyed to have found the lost crown, but their joy quickly turned to anger when they realized that Masha had been wearing it. "Masha," scolded the village elder, "this crown belongs to our village. It has been passed down for generations. How did you come to possess it?" Masha felt a pang of guilt as she realized her mistake. She lowered her head and confessed, "I found it in the forest, but I didn't tell anyone. I just wanted to feel like a princess." The villagers were disappointed in Masha's actions, but they appreciated her honesty. They gently explained to her that taking something that didn't belong to her was wrong, even if it seemed tempting at the time. They also reminded her that true happiness came from doing the right thing. With a heavy heart, Masha removed the golden crown from her head and handed it over to the village elder. The villagers forgave her for her mistake and praised her for her honesty. Masha learned a valuable lesson that day about the importance of honesty, and she promised to always do the right thing from then on. From that day forward, Masha and the bear continued to have their adventures in the forest, but Masha had changed. She had become a more responsible and honest girl, and her friendship with the bear grew even stronger. Together, they shared the moral of their story with everyone they met, teaching them that honesty was the golden crown that shone the brightest. And so, in that little village nestled between the hills and the forest, the story of Masha and the bear became a beloved tale, reminding all the children that honesty was the most precious treasure of all.